Hey internet, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, if you're familiar with this particular pattern, I have an Erin Condren haul. The new Erin Condren planners for 2021 recently came out. Is it just me, or do you feel like the planners for Erin Condren every year come out a little earlier and earlier? I'm gonna have to take this box off my desk because as you can see, you're looking at probably 2/3 of the box and there's like another third of the box over there. It just does not fit on camera, but I thought it would be cool just to show you guys everything. All right, let me take this box down. All right, so I'm just gonna show you everything that comes with the order. I wish I could show you the inside. Sort of, it's like really nice paper tissue. Always appreciate good wrapping, and a lot of bubble wrap on the inside to make sure that nothing is damaged. So this is like a promotional postcard. Yeah, I think it's like more of a promotional postcard. It's not a postcard, just like a promotional card. It's early at the moment, so I'm not very coherent. And then this is kind of like their, I'd say like a magazine newsletter. Ooh, 20% off. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you want to use this code, go ahead, feel free to screenshot it. I don't think I've actually ever read. Oh, okay, so I mean this magazine, which I can't actually fit in the screen because it's so big, is a lot on how to use the planner, items that are sold, other items in Erin Condren sold, collaboration with Wonder Woman. That's pretty cool. I might actually have a read of this later. Oh my gosh, a Hello Kitty collaboration. That is going to be amazing. That I'm really curious to see how that's going to turn out. Okay, so let's get into the actual planners. I will say every single year Erin Condren packages come very well packaged, secure. Very rarely do I get damage, so I'm just going to put everything out on the desk just next to me here, so you might see a few boxes come up just so that I don't have to balance this box on my leg. I'm going to try and go through my planners first because I feel like that's what I'm personally more interested in. So I don't know which one is which, so we're just going to open all of them. I really miss that plastic pocket they used to have in the back of the planners. I use that to store the sticker kit I'm currently using, so during the week I can put more stickers on, stuff like that. So I'm sad that they don't seem to have them anymore, but at the same time I have so many extras from previous years, so I just keep them and they're reusable. So every year I just reuse the same one, just transfer it to the next planner. Love that the planners come in their own little gift box, but also, I don't know, I don't feel like it's necessary. I would much rather just not have the gift box. I'm starting to get a little bit more conscious about all this excess packaging that I don't feel is necessary, but luckily it's cardboard so we can recycle it. So I think this is, okay, let me open this. I'm assuming this is like a little pack that comes with every single planner, so maybe I'll open it for this one and then we can forgo it for the others. Every year we have these like inspirational quote cards. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a sticker. Yeah, it looks like a circular sticker. And then we've got some more stickers, like gift tag stickers. And then we've got some promotional discounts, so 20% off your next purchase. So this is the colorful, I'm assuming the vertical. Let's just move everything aside so I can actually open the planner. There we go. All right. Yep, vertical layout. So the one I'm intending to use is the neutral layout. I just generally like that neutral look because then I can kind of pull the color theme anyway. But I always get the colored version because I do sell stickers dedicated to these monthly colors, so I need to make sure that they still color match. I feel like every year the color shifts just a little bit and then I get really obsessive with trying to match the color. But to be honest, I think if it's close enough, it's close enough, because I've wasted way too much ink, paper, and honestly sanity trying to get the colors to be perfectly matching. Okay, it's not that different from 2020. I mean, once you've seen this, you've kind of seen all of them. The monthly view, it's like decorative wise just a little different, but not that different. So this is my current planner, and say if I was to pull July, the tab, and I just open it, this is what you get. I don't really care about any of this because I don't use this. What I want to see is this. So the first thing I'm noticing is that when I pull the monthly tab, you get the monthly view. I'm really hoping they've carried that through to the neutral planner because it's a small thing, but I mean, I use this monthly view quite often to plan ahead content, so I use it quite often. Okay, see, that's better. This should be after the monthly view. I mean, I'm not sure what the usability is, like what people generally use, but I know I don't use this much, if at all. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go to the back of the planner just to see. Honestly, I haven't watched any of the videos online, so I personally don't really know what's in the planners. Okay, I've got a lot of line paper, contact. Oh, okay, they don't have any of that. At the back of the current planner, there's a lot of this stuff, like coloring in blank pages. I don't use it, but I kind of liked having it. This feels a little bit more like businessy. And then you've got the stickers, and then you've got this not plastic, but this cardboard pouch at the back. I always take this out. I don't know, I just never use it. Okay, so there's nothing too majorly different about the colorful version. Let's see if I can grab the neutral version. So, okay, I think this is the neutral version because it's got my name in it. I always put my name on the planner I intend to use. So this is the little pouch that came with it. And then this is the planner I intend to use for next year. Isn't it so cute? I was very unsure about this gold because, as you can see, I have silver, so I feel like it doesn't really go. But there wasn't an option to make the silver, and I generally am not a fan of gold things. I'm much more cool toned silver. But you know, maybe I could get used to it. But I love this rainbow flower effect. Maybe it's all the Animal Crossing I'm playing, but I'm a big fan of it. And it kind of plays into my current theme right now, what I have here. So yeah, it's kind of like this, but 10x. So let's see what the neutral vertical is like and if it's much or any different. So far seems pretty same. Yes! The monthly view opens to the month. Okay. Thank you for correcting this or fixing it or whatever you want to call it. This is so much better. It's just so much more usable. Okay. It's very similar, you know, I've got my neutral one here so I can show you the difference. It's extremely similar. I don't think there's a huge difference. You do have this monthly thing at the top, but like, okay, for example, these two are the same pages. So they've moved this to the top. I think I actually preferred it at the bottom, honestly, because I'm probably going to cover this with a sticker. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll start the stickers from here instead and they can go all the way to the bottom. And then I can just like highlight the week we're in. That's an idea. But all of this at the top, I mean, it's a little bit more space. I know it's pretty much the same. I'm just nitpicking now. But this is a little different. I actually prefer this because I don't really know what this is for. It's probably for like writing a highlight of the day or something specific, but I never used to. You guys see in all my planner threes, I just white out all of that, so the more subtle they can make this, the better. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same, very plain. I like it. I'm glad they kind of got rid of this. I never used this. I always white it out, so I think that just makes it a little more functional for me. Yeah, I think this is an improvement, quite honestly. I'm actually really happy with the change. So I'm curious to see if they've done the same changes to the back where they've taken all that coloring paper out. So we still have the standard notes at the back. And then, yeah, they have. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe people weren't using it and they just wanted extra note paper. That's fair. I could see that. We still have the stickers. I still haven't decided if I want to do a plan of me featuring the stickers in Erin Condren. I haven't decided yet. But the year is still young, so there's still plenty of opportunity. And then we have that cardboard sheet pocket thing that I always take out. I take it out of my own planner. I don't take it out of my testing planners. So we only have one planner left. This is likely horizontal planner because I always make sure to get one horizontal planner because I do offer horizontal stickers. So I need to make sure I have the right packaging. I don't know why I put my name on this cover, but I really like this cover. It's like with flowers in the side of piece. It's really nice. Okay, it's neutral horizontal. So, horizontal, yep. You came with the same little pack that all the planners are coming with. And let's have a quick flip through. I don't actually use the horizontal myself. I only use it to measure out stickers and to test if the stickers are actually functional, if people would use them. I spent a lot of time on Instagram looking at people's horizontal spreads to just kind of study, to understand how things work. But for me, I don't know why, but the horizontal planner just never really was my thing. I think it looks quite similar though to this year's. I don't quite remember what this year's was. I've locked it away, not locked it away, but I've stored it away. If you guys watch my vlog channel, in the next few weeks you'll see that I have this massive bookshelf sitting behind me when I film, and it is usually packed with a lot of random planners, books, DVDs, recipe books, notebooks, everything. And I've decided to pack all that away into like my storage cabinet, which is on the side, so that I can use it more as a filming backdrop. Hopefully you'll see that. And that's where I used to store all the planners that I would refer to often for the sticker shop. But now they're like packed in a shelf away. It's a little harder to get to. So that's why I'm not as familiar with it, because I'm not referencing it as often. That is what this planner looks like. I'm just going to go to the back, even though I already know it probably doesn't have the coloring stuff. I'm so curious to know why they took the coloring stuff out. This is just note paper. Oh, what is that? Yeah, I'm really curious to know why they removed it. If people complained or they didn't use it enough, I don't know. I mean, I don't use it, but I like it. Okay, there's all these like little circular bits of paper. They must come from like the hole punching of the planner. But yeah, those are all the Erin Condren life planners that I picked up. I think that's usually what I get nowadays. I used to order a lot more thinking that I could do hourly spreads and just go really ham. And this year I thought, no, I just need the planner that I would personally use, and then I need one that shows me the colors of the month, and then a horizontal version to show me the measurements, and then I should be good. So I'm trying to just keep it necessary. Otherwise, literally, I'm like drowning in planners. You guys see my videos, you know that there's a lot going on, so I'm trying to reduce what I get. Alright, so I suspect I'll show you the freebie later. Yeah, I think that's a freebie. There's something on the side that I didn't order, so I'll show you that at the end. But I wanted to show you this, which is kind of like a traveler notebook planner. Comes in this like little cotton pouch, which I actually really like. I could see myself keeping this. I often get rid of most of these pouches that bags and stuff come in, but this one I actually like. Oh, this is way more flimsy and flexible than I thought it would be. So this is the notebook that I purchased. If you guys have seen the Midori traveler notebook, or pretty much any other traveler notebook that you can find, it's a lot more structured, and I'm kind of annoyed that the front page is bent. Like, I know over time it won't, but I think it was the way it was stored just made it like, yeah, you're gonna have to really bend it forward to try and get that kink out of it. But yeah, it's super flexible. Maybe it's depending on the notebooks that I'll put in it to give it a bit more rigidness, but this is essentially how you would keep it closed. Yeah, I might put the notebooks in and see, but you've got 4 elastic bands to store the planners, and I purchased 5. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna fit them all in, but we'll figure it out. Okay, but this is pretty much it. I like the color. I picked this one because it matched my bullet journal quite closely. Here's my bullet journal. You can see it's quite similar, and I thought they'd look good together, though this could use a little bit of lint rolling. I picked this up and the corresponding notebooks purely out of curiosity. I have right now no intentions to create stickers for it, but maybe I will if I find them useful. But I was just really curious to know what this would be like. So as you can see, I have 5 different notebooks. I don't know why I picked 5. There was a reason. I think it was you got a discount when you hit 5, like 20% off the notebook, something like that, which makes sense. It's very typical of me to go for the sale. I'll open each one and show you. So this one, I'll move this aside. This one here is 50 pages, productivity pages. Okay, it is quite thick. Oh, okay. Yeah, literally, you could use 1 page for a day, write your notes, a to-do list, or a timeline. I like the colors it flips through. And I like that the edges are not perforated. Some of the notebooks I picked up from Erin Condren have perforated edges on the inside, and I hate that because I don't actually want to tear them out. But for some reason, when I have perforated edges in the notebook, those pages just kind of like want to jump out themselves. So that's the first notebook. Then the next one I got was just a plain dot grid notebook. So basically what you would traditionally find in any of the bullet journals I've used. I like the sleekness of this cover. Okay, so you have like a front page for subject and pages. Is that the case for this as well? No. So just this one. So an index page, I think they might be treating this really like a bullet journal where you have the index at the start. And then yeah, it's just a bunch of dot grid. And when you order this, you can actually specify the size of the dot grid, if I'm not mistaken. I vaguely remember that somewhere, and I think it was in this order. So I'm thinking I must have ordered the bigger ones because these are quite spaced apart. I think you can order ones where they're like tighter together, so you can fit more on the page if you have smaller writing. Then the next one I got was a meal planner. Recipe logs, 28 weekly planning spreads, shopping lists, meal prep, recipe logs. Oh, this will be interesting. I don't actually do any formal recipe planning, if that makes sense. I do meal prepping, but I wouldn't consider myself very dedicated to the whole cooking world. Alright, so you can literally plan all your meals for the week from Sunday to Saturday. I never like looking at Sunday as the start of my week. That's like one of my pet peeves. It's Monday for me is the start of the week. But I don't know if this is an American thing where Sunday is considered the start of the week. I have no idea where that comes from. But I always make sure that Monday is the start of the week for me. And then we have a shopping list, meal prep strategy. And I think this just, yeah, this repeats pretty much. So I think you get, they said 28 weeks. So it's like half a year. And then at some point this is going to change. Oh, no? Oh, yeah. Ooh, I like... Oh, what the... Do you guys see that? Yeah, it's like the titles have been chopped off a little bit for some of these pages. It's not good. It's not a lot of them are experiencing that, but there's another one there. Because I kind of noticed like all this like... Yeah, when I was looking at the side, you can kind of see them bleed out a little bit. That's how I noticed them. But yeah, so 2 pages are a little bit too shifted to the left-hand side. Look, if you ever experience this problem with Erin Condren, I find that they're generally pretty good at just sending you a replacement. They will require you to take a photo, email them, take a photo, explain the problem, and in my experience, they do just send you a replacement with not too much hassle, because I had similar problems with some of the Erin Condren life planners a few years ago. Personally, I'm not going to email them over this because I don't even know if I'm going to actively use this book. I got it more just to see what it would look like and just see if I naturally would use it, but I don't have any active plans for it just yet, so I can live with it. It's fine, but I just want to let you guys know that. So there's some dinner planning. Ooh. Dinner party. We won't be having dinner parties for a really long time now, but even if we could have dinner parties, I'm not the sort of person to host dinner parties. I don't have people over often, if at all, to be honest. I find it interesting that the text goes from like a deeper gray to a lighter gray to a deeper gray, so I think it alternates. I'm not sure if that was intentional. Seems intentional now that I'm looking at it. So we've got a couple dinner party pages, then we've got price tracker for certain prices, and then we've got price tracker probably for certain items that maybe you buy often. Honestly, if I was to ever track pricing for my groceries, I would do it digitally, because these prices, so I used to do some work for some of the supermarkets in Australia, and the prices change so often, sometimes multiple times a day, so it is hard to track. And then we have recipe logs, which I probably don't know if I would use this, because I actually do have a separate really old notebook which I use to store all the recipes that I love. I do like this, so this conversion chart, I could actually really use this. And then there's like this pocket at the back with some kitchen related stickers. That's kind of cool. I might actually just take this out for my Erin Condren planner instead of using it here, but it's good to know it's available. Then I have a gratitude journal. Always a fan of trying to start a gratitude journal and have failed many, many times. But I'm never going to stop trying. Start each day with a grateful heart. Develop an attitude of gratitude. That's so true though, because I go through a lot of unnecessary angst and anxiety, and I just think that a lot of that, like I'm not like medically diagnosed or anything like that, it's just that I know that it kind of impairs my day-to-day living, especially when it comes to work-related stuff. And I think if I just had a different mindset, things would be so much better. And I feel like that's something that's kind of in my control. Like, I'm not to the point where it's not in my control. There's plenty of people I know who cannot control it, but I think I can. And so I'm really, really hoping that gratitude journals can help with that. But yes, so I think every page is pretty much the same. You've got people I'm grateful for, things I did for myself today, relaxing moments, moments I appreciated, silly things that happened today, ways I honor myself today, and that just kind of rotates. Delicious foods, lots of different. I think that's really good because it kind of triggers you to think about a specific thing to be grateful for. If you just say, what were you grateful for today? It's like, it's too broad. Like, you need something to focus you to, like, you need something that gives you a little bit more focus, and I think these subjects help with that if you struggle with gratitude writing. And then they've got a 30-day reflection, looking forward. Okay, so you go a whole month of writing, like filling out your gratitude, then you do a reflection, and then the next month, and just rinse and repeat. And I assume this goes for 6 months, probably. Yep, 6 months for the next 6 months, 6 months reflection. So this lasts for half a year. And if you do use it, then you probably need to get 2 for the whole year. And there are more stickers. I love this watercolor sticker. How cool is that? The last planner, or the last booklet I got was Dot Grid. So I got another Dot Grid. Is this like smaller Dot Grid? Let's see. I might have just gotten 2 Dot Grids, to be honest, because if I don't end up using this particular planner, Dot Grid notebooks I use in general anyways, so it wouldn't go to waste. But I'm gonna actually measure it because these look much bigger, and there's no index. That's weird, no index. Ah, okay. So actually, and why is there a difference in the color paper? Why is there a difference in the paper color? Like, you guys can see it, right? I'm not crazy. In person, this looks a little gray and this looks a little ivory, but in the camera, this looks, well, more white. Like, this is more like true white. This is like ivory. That's so weird. I don't know why they would do that. But hopefully it's visible. You can see that the dot grids actually are tighter here. So this one was the tighter dot grids and these ones were the bigger ones. So yes, you can order 2 different ones. I think that's probably what I did to get that sweet 20% off, which essentially means you get 1 planner for free. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to see if I can put this in. I'm probably going to struggle this part, so I'm not going to talk it through, and we'll see how we go. Okay, I'm back. I was trying to record it and then my camera cut off, and then I just kept going, didn't realize it cut off, but I'm not sure how I feel about this. I have a lot of traveler notebooks, so I don't feel like I am a total noob when it comes to this sort of stuff, but this was challenging. So I feel like 4 is enough, so I really don't need the 5. You probably could fit the 5 in. There are ways to get extra elastic to increase the number of bands you can have, but I basically just put 1 band for 1 book. I don't know if you guys can see, but I think it's the way this elastic is. There's a lot of give either at the top or the bottom, and so in some scenarios it's very loose at the top, like here, but tight down here, and so if you pull it, it adjusts. But I think as you use it, it's going to kind of readjust. It's not going to stay put. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably one of those things that you're gonna have to just try out and see if you like it or not. But right now I'm not feeling super confident about it. I've used my Midori Traveler's Notebook, I've used Foxy Fix and a few others, and I really like those. I have never had any issues with those ones. especially from the get-go when I was assembling them. This one just feels a little bulky and doesn't feel as easy to use. But, I mean, that's just my first impression. I think I need to give it a proper go before I can really tell you whether I recommend it or not. But yeah, you see how I like that once you put everything in, it does feel a lot thicker and just more like substantial, which is nice. But yeah, I like the look of the Traveler's Notebook, to be honest. There's a bit of a rustic feel to it. And I always wish that I used mine more religiously, but I always seem to go back to the clean cut planners, if that makes sense, the spirals or the threaded ones. But yeah, so those are all the planners I got. Now I can show you that one freebie item that came in the mail that I'm not super clear on what it is. It looks like a purse or a bag or something. Yeah. Oh, maybe it's a pencil case. Like a clear pencil case. Layers Organization Clutch. Okay, essentially it's a pencil case. It's a very big one. This would be useful. I kind of think this is better for my makeup. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a bit too big for pens because I don't carry that many pens even when I travel or when I go out or anything. I carry like, I did a what's in my pencil case video probably a year and a half ago now. I really need to do an updated version because I carry way less pens than that, probably 3 or 4 with me. So I really don't need something this big, but this, because it's clear, I think it's perfect for makeup so I can see everything. So yeah, I'm probably gonna keep this for makeup. Awesome. Well, that's everything in my Erin Condren haul. I hope you guys found it interesting, useful, or informative. That is possible too. Yes, so thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.